What's up everybody? Welcome to 3-Minute Thursdays, and in this video I'm going to show you different ways of focusing your camera, so definitely stick around. Welcome back from the intro, so let's get started. Let's put 3 minutes on the clock. Let's go. So the first one is automatic focusing. There are 9 focusing points on this bad boy right here. The one that I use the most is the center focusing point, and the reason being is because it's more sensitive and it's the strongest one. So what I typically do, I'll half click it, get my focusing down pretty good as you can hear, and then I'll recompose and then I'll take that shot. Trouble focusing, trying to find something that has more contrast and then focus on that. The sensor is actually trying to pick up something that has more contrast. It's like photographing the sky or photographing a white piece of paper. It's not going to find it. So if you find something that's a little bit better, it'll pick it up relatively quick. So if you're using fully automatic, your camera's going to be focusing wherever it's best. And you'll figure it out when you hear the beep and also when you look through the viewfinder of where that red dot is. The second one is manual focus. On your lens, for MF, you're going to turn it for manual focus. And then once you do, come at your focusing ring and adjust as needed. And you'll figure it out when you have your subject in focus. When you do a half click and also turn. See? That's your camera letting you know that your subject is in focus. That's only when you half click it. When I'm on a tripod, I typically go into live mode right here. This little button, the little circular button next to the viewfinder, I go ahead and click that. Now it brings up your image on your screen right here, and you could actually manual focus that. Or to get a better focusing, go to this top button right here, this top circular button, and if you click it once, it's a 5 times zoom on your screen. And then click it again, it's a 10 times zoom. That way you could actually focus on your subject really nicely just by looking at the back of their screen with it zoomed in. And then once you're done, you could go ahead and hit that button again to exit out of the digital zoom. You don't have to, but sometimes I like to see what I'm photographing. So since you're already in live mode and the mirror is already flipped up, you could actually go ahead and take that image. Now, with that mirror flipped up, it reduces the vibrations of the camera to your image, especially if you're doing a long exposure. So that mirror flipped up helps out really nicely. So another focusing tip is actually for your eyes. Now, your image could come out nice and crisp, but when you look through the viewfinder, it tends to be a little bit blurry, and that might be your viewfinder diopter. So when you look on your camera, it's this little negative and plus sign right here next to your viewfinder. So some people could be nearsighted, some people could be farsighted. So you're essentially going to be looking through the viewfinder, and you're going to be rotating that little notch, whatever it needs to be fit for your eyes. So that could help out as well. So the next focusing way is this thing called back button focusing. Now essentially you're going to be going to your menu, you're going to go all the way to your right on your camera, and you can go to number 4. It might be a little bit different in other cameras, but it's like operations and others. So once you go there, first menu is your shutter and your focusing. And then actually I'll switch this around. So the reason why it's called back button focusing is because I took the focus off of my main shutter right here where you normally take the picture, and I'll put my focusing on a designated button on the back of the camera. So no longer my front button is focusing, that is only to take the picture now. So what I'll typically do is I'll actually focus on my subject. See, I'll take my finger away and I'll focus. If you could hear that, that's me focusing on the back of the camera. I'm no longer using this one. So after I have my subject focus, I could actually recompose and then hit the shutter, and only the shutter will take the picture. But I used to use this when I did sports photography, and it was very useful for the certain shots I was getting. You do have to train your mind to actually get the focusing on that back button, because you're so used to getting it on the where the shutter is. So it's like the shutter and you're focusing. But it's a great tool. Just don't forget to switch it back, because that's happened to me a few times, and I couldn't figure out why until 10 minutes later. So don't let it happen to you. If you guys have any questions about any kind of like focusing, or if you want me to elaborate on a subject about what I covered on the focusing, let me know. Leave a comment down below and I will get to you. Or if you're having troubles on focusing for some reason, I'll troubleshoot with you, and then hopefully we'll get your image just right. But yeah, let me know down in the comments, and we'll figure this thing out together. Alright, so that's it for the time being. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and hit that like button. Got it! Hopefully you guys got something out of it, and if you guys want to see more of the videos that I produce, or if you guys want to be part of the 3 crew, the 3 Minute Thursday crew, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Yes! But until then, I will see you all in the next video. See ya! I don't know. 3 crew. Let's call it 3 crew. I don't know.